Morning, everyone. I am so honored to have you all here, and Kimberly Sanders here, and Neliza Patterson, and Miss Sharon, and her handsome husband, Sean. So happy to have you all here. We're here talking about the best news ever, which is being able to glow from the inside out because we have the proper nutrition. Our body is building its own material with the cleanest food, the best protein. And we wanted to talk to you about that today. And Miss Sharon and Sean, how long have you been on the superfoods now? Have you been enjoying them with her lately?
Yes, month and a half, 2 months now.
Not that long, babe.
What, I finished the first cycle and now we're on the second cycle.
A little shorter than me. So yeah,
Yeah.
I've been on a month, so maybe he's on his third week or so, but he feels great. So maybe that's where it's coming from.
Okay. Well, what have you noticed? And we're in a gym setting, and so we wanted to talk about the extra muscle building products that we have. And so, just curious what you've noticed since you've started taking it.
Well, I love everything that it's not always what you're doing more, it's what you're not doing. And so having the shakes in the morning or the juice in the morning, having in the afternoon is just working out great for me.
And how many aminos are you taking a day now? Are you up to 30?
25.
Okay.
Yes, 25 aminos. Yes.
That's so perfect for a man of your stature too. Well, we start everyone usually with what we call the ultimate lifestyle transformation. This has 2 live dehydrated superfood mixes and then amino acids, the biomedic, which goes in and starts removing the glyphosate and starts rebuilding the gut microvilli so that everything is growing straight and strong. And then we tune into the super cleanse, which is a parasite cleanse. And that is like all the rage right now, finally, because we realize that like all these different diseases, cancers, all the things, that is parasites. And there's a lot of ways to get parasites, and almost, every single person has them, from the level of candida to even like really strong, like different types of yucky parasites that we do not need to have living in our bodies. So we normally talk about the ULT, but today we wanted to bring on the ultimate lifestyle transformation plus performance, because it offers more food for muscle building, muscle repair, a pre-workout, and then just extra aminos. So when a person is taking as many aminos as you are, you do need an extra bottle because it would be that way. But do you want to share anything? I'd love to share the actual screen so that I could explain some more of the products. But would you like to say anything before I take us off screen? Anyone?
Just love how easy it is to be healthy, detoxing every day.
Nice. Yes, and that is the key.
I think the other component I was going to say is, doing the intermittent fasting and then shifting gears, because Sean will go, 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 go. He's, like Superman. But like he was saying, having those shakes, 2 hours. So setting his alarm, he has his aminos, and 2 hours later, then he's having his first green shake. And then 2 hours later, aminos again, or something to eat. And then he's having his next one. He's like, I'm all set. Like, you feel balanced during your day now, rather than, I guess, kind of staying in that starvation mode. We've talked about, like, you're going to be hydrating all day with water. Might as well put the best optimal nutrients in it. So when it does come time for dinner time, your body's pretty satisfied for the most part, right? So I was just going to piggyback on that if you had anything else.
Perfect.
Yeah, and I love that too, because when we really start to get this download about how little nutritional value is in the real food that people really love to eat, because they're like, oh, I don't do those powders and shakes and stuff. I like to eat real food. And it's like, well, unfortunately, your real food has been picked early. As soon as it's picked, the nutritional level goes down, and then it's shipped on a truck. And then it's placed in the store shelf. And I'm thankful for that food as well. I'm not complaining by any means, because we definitely need the fiber and everything to have everything moving through. But the real nutrition is coming from food that's grown till peak ripeness, harvested, juiced, and then live dehydrated. And as soon as that juice hits as soon as the superfoods hit water, it's like we've been standing in our kitchen for an hour and a half, juicing, not having to chop, wash, like prep. I mean, if you're a juicer, I've been doing this for decades. Like this is almost 30 years of plant-based eating, more than 30 years. I'll be 47 in January. And at 9 years old, I decided to eat just plants. And now I get to have these amazing foods. And like you said, so easy. Yes, Neliza, what would you like to share before we go off camera?
I was just curious. So Sean's been on the ULT pack, and what piqued his interest in the performance? What about it that really made him like, okay, I want to up my level of health?
Ripped abs.
Well, yeah, every guy likes some ripped abs there. So, yes.
I would piggyback on you, Kimberly, because Sean, juicing took a whole morning affair. And then getting to the store to get the most purest, ripest ones, and then storing them in the fridge. I mean, how long did that take us to juice all those?
Oh yeah, it's an hour every morning, and so been doing that for a long, long time.
Yeah. So we've kind of shifted away from a lot of that juicing right now, and haven't really done it, and trying to, I mean, how many people do you think you've tried to educate? Like, you know, you want to change your lifestyle because you have dis-ease in your body. Like, we need to take all the stuff out of your refrigerator and your cupboards and move forward.
Yep. Clean out your environment, inside, outside, every side.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Well, we also have the juice in a bar. I mean, in a bag, juice in a bag. Juice in a bar sounds good too. But we also have the juice in a bag where you don't have to do that juicing anymore because it's already done for you. And now it's in a powder form, and all you have to do is add water. So it is just like juicing, but without the work. So that's another thing that, you know, I want everybody to be aware of, because we do have everything that's convenient for everybody, and it makes it easier because this company truly thought of everything for us to make it easier. So yes, we definitely have that juice in a bar, and we'll talk about that later.
Awesome. Yeah, and everything is in home compostable, non-plastic packaging. So, and we just keep up leveling our packaging. The only thing that we have that is still coming from the company that works with us with the super aminos, but soon enough, that will also, the amino acids will be in a non-plastic as well. So microplastics are huge in all of our lives, like it's everywhere. And so the more we can have food that isn't soaking up the plastic, the better. So normally you have in your ultimate lifestyle transformation, you're going to see the super cleanse, which is the parasite cleanse. This has the different herbs, Sagara sagrada, amalaki fruit. It's all these really ancient herbs, wormwood, that's going to really go in. And the way that you take super cleanse is you really look at it almost like as an antibiotic, where you're taking the full dose for the 10 days, then you skip 20 days. In that time, the parasites are rebirthing themselves. And then you go back in and you clear out the second round of them. And really, when you start going into this journey of the type of self-care that this system offers, you start realizing, like Sean said, detoxing every day rather than like, oh, I do a cleanse once a year or something, and then I just fill my body with whatever I can consume. And so, you know, we're already being bombarded with so many different types of toxins out through like even just the air. So it's just so great. So you finish your super cleanse. You've got the biomedic in there that's going in and removing the glyphosate and regrowing the gut microvilli. It's being able to actually have the nutrients that we're taking in from the power shake and the other juices, we're being able to actually absorb it. And so in this pack as well, we're bringing in 3 bottles of amino acids. And that's where you could have that ability to take around 25 a day rather than just 10, because you don't want to run out. We also have a system where you can buy a 6-pack of aminos, and that is when life feels the most safe. I was just getting my superfoods together this morning, and I was just like 2 big bins like filled, and it's like, oh, it's what a full fridge looks like. My fridge is empty except for some fruit, but my cabinets are full of superfoods, and it just feels so safe in the world. And so the difference, and so you also have the cherry coming in your ultimate lifestyle transformation, but the difference with this kit is you're going in and you're getting the cocoa hydrate pineapple, which is just so amazing. A lot of people are taking, you know, electrolyte drinks that have really a lot of chemicals in them. And so this has cocoa hydrate, the coconut water. The other thing that I love sharing with everyone is that our coconut water is dehydrated on site rather than shipping the actual water across the seas. So there's another piece where we are eliminating that footprint on the earth to have this food coming to our lives. So the coconut water is dehydrated and it doesn't have to be shipped. And you have the Can't Beat This, which is definitely my favorite. And, you know, sometimes people don't like the taste of beets, but I know too that when you mix this with the cocoa hydrate and the items that Neliza was talking about with the juice bar in a bag, the aloe digest is amazing in the Can't Beat This. The carrot juice plus is amazing with the Can't Beat This. The bio fruit. And then I personally love to mix what we have too is called dark berry protein. And that's a collagen building. And I have to say that my nails have finally hit something. Like my nails have started growing and they're stronger than ever. And I keep eating my dark berry. So anyway, you also have the super lights in this pack. And they are rubiose, and then it's a way for rapid rehydration. So it's your electrolyte. So you're taking all nature's ways to make your body have the electrolytes come back in it with the super lights, the beets, and the cocoa hydrate. The super xanthan is one of my absolute favorite items that we have because this is an internal sunscreen along with a muscle repair and eye support as well. So super xanthan is one of the highest in antioxidants that we have. It's totally busting through the free radicals that's happening in our bodies all the time. And there's been so many people that are in a state of working out and they have so much faster, their muscle repair is so much faster because of the super xanthan. Also, what comes in this pack is this MVP Sport. And you can have a vanilla flavor and then chocolate, but it is so wonderful. It does have mushrooms in here, and this is also has the moringa, so that's a muscle repair as well. And rhodiola, which I believe, let me see, we get to have some, oh, I was gonna think that we could share. So, and again, everything just so amazing to have it be gluten-free, vegan, organic. Wanted to see. But you know, people are having such, this is my friend Nicola, he's in Canada, and you can just see what he's done with himself with being able to work out and have those muscles build. And you know, the more we keep taking care of our bodies, it's all about preventative with, you know, being able to age well. Like I want to be able to be moving. I know that Sharon wants to be on the floor with her grandkids forever and running around and having so much fun. And we want our hips to be doing good things and, you know, and then having a great time as a couple too. So we need to be flexible forever and have the best time. So yeah, you know, I can't say more about it. This has been, I'm going on over 8 years eating all this food, and I'm just, I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning now, and Neliza and I start working at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I go to bed at like around, I am happy to say around like 9:30, 10:30 or something, but I'm just popping up and having the best life ever and getting to share this with you all and witness everybody have this glow on them. Like right before we came on, Melissa was like, you didn't just wake up. You're shining, glowing, looks like everything. So I highly recommend it. And then the other thing is like, once you learn about like what the Can't Beat This does for you, the cocoa hydrate, I do just want to share the juice bar in a bag real quick, because once you feel all this, you'll wish to have the rest. So we went away from our plastic packaging, and you get to have everything in our home compostable packaging made from bamboo, hemp, and tree resin. So, and soon too, our carrots, we just changed into the label. It's just printed right on the package now, but the Carrot Juice Plus is amazing. It makes everything creamy and delicious. It has a little bit of rice bran solubles in there, which is a muscle pump. So when you mix the rice bran solubles with the beets, that's a muscle pump. It's going to just be so great. The Aloe Digest is my absolute favorite. I just ordered 5 of those, and that's pretty much a month's supply for me. It's just like whenever you can, just keep adding this beautiful food. The bio fruit, I mean, how many times have you bought fruit from Costco and you literally need to eat it like the day that you buy it, or it's going bad? I bought 2 bushels of strawberries, and if I didn't eat that within the first day, they were already going bad. And so there's 18 different reds in this bio fruit. They're all harvested in peak ripeness. So it's not like we're getting picked early strawberries and then they're basically going bad. Like, and just the standards that we get to have. Microbiologist in-house, we're testing every batch over 30 something times to make sure that there's no pathogens, no molds, no overspray. And we will be the first to share if anything is even off a little bit. And we're very transparent about that. We have a product called Green Spectrum in this as well. Let me see if I can share. So the Green Spectrum, it's just amazing. There's cruciferous vegetables in there. So if you have people that don't really love chewing, cauliflower, cabbage, all those things, you put a teaspoon of the Green Spectrum with your power shake and you just upped the ante 2,000 times, just so much nutritional value in there. And yeah, the cocoa hydrate, just so much better than putting any type of like energy drink. The Can't Beat This, cocoa hydrate, and bio fruit together. And that's my favorite. I'm a superfood mixologist. I've been mixing superfoods now for 20 years. And luckily we have stuff tasting so good already, but I love to mix and match even more. So really great. And the thing is you all have a way to make this wholesale pricing for your clients. And we love feeding people good food. It's just where it's at. So I'll stop sharing my screen for a second so I can talk with you all. But yes, that's just the absolute best. And to invest in our health, what are we doing if we don't have our health? There's no amount of money that it's like either pay now or pay later, right? I'd rather pay the farmer than pay the pharmacist and the pharmaceutical companies. Like Joint Flex is another thing that I love. I don't know, have you all learned about Joint Flex just yet?
No.
That's what DJ's been taking since his accident, and it has really helped with his recovery, and he loves to Can't Beat This with the juice. I mean, with the cocoa hydrates. He did not like it in the beginning. He's like, this is gross. I don't know why you're making me drink this. But now he drinks it every single day. He's obsessed with it. He said how he feels. He's like the best pre-workout you could truly have. I mean, he just goes. And he uses it throughout the day for his work. And he's like, I've never worked so easy because I have this. And when he was out the other day, he was like, oh no. How am I gonna do this? But yeah, he truly loves the Can't Beat This and the cocoa hydrate. But Joint Flex has helped him with the aminos throughout his recovery with his multiple injuries.
Yeah, I would say that. Go ahead, Sharon. Sorry.
Oh, I just said that's good to know. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to pull up the Super Life formula and the men's defense. So if we're talking about the men in the community, I would love for all men to be mixing the Super Life formula, and Dave says for women too, because so it has the cordyceps mushrooms, green mussel lipid, which is going to be the way that it supports the joints and everything. The long jack extract, that is a hormonal support. The American ginseng is so incredible. It's going to help with energy. It's also going to help regulate our nervous system. Ginger root, oatgrass, whole leaf powder, yucca root, and ginkgo biloba for the brain as well. So all these are, and again, no fillers, no binders. It's just amazing food. And like where we are sourcing everything from is of the highest quality that we can absolutely find. So mixing the Super Life formula with the men's defense is really going to be supportive for the prostate and just supporting men on every single level. So it has saw palmetto and then a bark that I'm not going to mispronounce, nettle leaf, pumpkin seed extract, which is really great, pumpkin seed as well. That's also going to help with parasites, the red clover blossom and the lycopene. So those, again, like I just learned recently, like male bodies start out with their prostate the size of a walnut, and it grows to the size of a lemon when men are older. And that is why they have to get up and go to the bathroom more throughout the night. And then erectile dysfunction happens later on because that prostate has grown because of all the toxins, not cleansing and all the things. Like I feel like the life that you and Sharon have already been living, you're already 20,000 steps ahead, but why not be 20 million steps ahead? Like all of us want to perform and feel our best. Like the older I get, I'm like, oh, I'm going to be 50 in a minute. And I'm like, I'm going to feel like I want to do all the same things. Like you finally understand like, oh, it's like, and I love that our friend Barry says, what if aging is just a bad habit? And so we put in these good habits and it'll just be the best ever. So go ahead, Sean. What were
That's
you?
very good. There's no such thing as age. Your age is whatever you want. So
Yeah.
you determine it.
So I think in looking at all this, maybe Sean can address this a little bit, but looking at the price tags and, being a brand partner or, getting it more cost effective, there's kind of a paradigm shift. I mean, you called me, you went to Costco the other day. I mean, how much did we used to spend at Costco a week?
Oh yeah. I mean, you could be $400 a week just buying, just your normal stuff, and yeah, but it's redirecting your spending to, you're not buying this and you're buying this. So.
And that was the other thing I think that Sean would get really frustrated about. It's like, you know what, we get all this stuff, how much money would we spend at the natural market for all of our organic produce, which we're hoping are pure organic. I mean, our friend that's a nutritionist, he muscle tests them and he says some of them don't even muscle test right. Then we go to Costco and get as much organic there, but then all the time that we spent to purchase it and then clean it and then dry it and then juice it and then store it, and then your life, I mean, we were drinking those juices within the day, and then it's like, oh, well, something else came up. Oh, now we've got to drink that tonight. Oh, we'll have it tomorrow. Well, it's just all oxidated. I mean, we could go on. So, Sean's summiting Mount Rainier every year, the freeze-dried fruits. He's really looked into, what he's going to consume when he is, exerting so much energy. But I mean, just his basic stuff he does every day, like, logging and, clearing out fields and on his backhoe. It's like he just goes. But putting back into the body the optimal for performance, and then it not taking much more out of your time, right?
Oh, so simple. So simple.
Yeah. So I guess the exciting thing too is that, why don't you explain a little bit about your whole philosophy? We're in a workout room here. You know, how do you see, quote, working out versus just living?
Yeah, working out is just life. Never been a gym rat, never excelled there at all and everything. Just living life, moving, love working with the elderly. Say, hey, just move it or lose it. I always say they don't call it a lazy boy chair because it's an exercise chair. So just get up and move, and it doesn't take much to have perfect health. So, yeah.
And I think for, the people that are wanting to do the workouts and everything, they're used to just going to their store and buying their certain products, but really examining what's in the product, and actually you're spending the same amount of money. So it's kind of this, what am I going to gain rather than looking at a loss? You're going to gain a better product. That's the purest form. That's going to have the best recovery, the post and the, optimal. And, there's nothing wrong with lifting weights. I mean, you do your kettlebells and you do your trampoline rebounding, and, we all have the different way. And he gets down and does his push-ups and, sit-ups and everything. It's not like he's not doing anything. He's doing it all the time. So, yeah.
Good stuff.
I'm so honored, and it is so beautiful to see men and women come together and to have, like, there's so many times it feels like the women are like, please take your supplements, please take the capsules, please take your shake. And like to have the men do it on their own, we're just like, oh my God, thank you. It's like, or have them come feed it to you. That's my absolute favorite when that happens. I'm like, open my mouth. I'm like, yes, please. So, we get to feel the best we've ever felt. And the better we feel, the more fun we get to have together and just be in appreciation and in alignment and just blessing so many people. And so that is the key. We don't wish to just have this for ourselves. We are here to be able to offer this as an opportunity, and we're here to bring the education so that you can actually see that even if this is a little tiny bit more of a price point, that you're getting a type of quality. We pay for the quality of the things that we have in our lives. And the other thing is once you come to this place of homeostasis in your own body, you're satisfied in life, and you're not going to need to be paying for more things that you don't use. And so when people say, oh, I don't have the money for that, it's like, well, where are you spending your money? Do you spend $8 at Starbucks every day? Do you spend money on all these different like eating out type of places, or anything that isn't like, that's just quick and easy? And that's why we're doing the things that we're doing, because we are busy people. Everyone is on a mission, especially in America. And the more that we can bring this type of food into our lives, then there's space for the things. We start realizing what are truly important, and feeling good is the most, and to be with the people that you love, and to feel good with the people that you love, and to know that when I'm taking care of myself, I'm making everyone else's load around me less, and so it's like, if people say, mothers are like, I would die for my children. It's like, okay, so can we not go through Chick-fil-A? Can we not go through the fast food places? Will you live for your children? Will you live for your partner? Will you let go of the things that are no longer serving your physical, mental, spiritual, emotional body, and really step into a way of taking care of yourself and taking care of each other? Like, it is so sweet to think when couples do this together, and it just meshes them. I mean, the type of trust that I get to feel when my partner is eating the same way as me, I'm just like, oh my God, it's better than anything you could ever ask for, because I know that in the future, our loads are going to be light on each other, because I'm not going to have them in the hospital or having hip replacements, or, some sort of issue that happens in the time where we're not taking care of ourselves with the different foods and stuff. So congratulations to you both. And we want to bring it to more people out there. I know that you have so many beloveds in your life, and so we're honored. Thank you for watching. And Neliza, do you want to share any last words? And
No, unless, Sharon wants to add anything to her what you wanted to talk about. I think we hit everything that we could.
Well, I was just gonna say, ending on one thing you just said, I feel lighter. And I've had 3 different people in the last week that have started the products. They all, different ages, they don't even know each other. They all say, I feel lighter. And there's something said about filling our bodies with food that we're consuming that the body doesn't know how to digest, or it's not sure what to do with some of it. And then it kind of stores it. And then there's this kind of like this cycle. It's kind of like when you go on a fast for a few days, you just kind of feel lighter, whether it's a water fast or a juice fast. And I'm not saying like the gut's full all the time. I'm just saying like there's this more energetic, there's just this more, I can conquer the day, this optimism, like I feel great. And I just wanted to say, you know, that's kind of been your experience too. Just like, I don't want to speak for you, but just feeling like your body's ready for the day, you know?
Jumping, ready to roll. It's very simple. I love simple. You know, keep it simple, stupid. So, yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you both glow and shine even more and bring in the people that you know truly would love to offer themselves. Make the rest of your life the best of your life. And that's what everyone deserves. So thank you all so much.
Well, I would say,
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, yeah, when Sean's with the grandkids, like he's more the kid than the grandkid, right, Melissa?
Oh yes, oh yes.
And we're going to 120, so you know, we're beyond,
He's
right?
crawling on the ground too with them. So while they're on top of him.
So yeah, we've got a lot more life in us to live, and having our family and the ones we really care about have a transformation themselves. That's very exciting. So thanks for your time, guys. I really appreciate it, explaining a little bit more about other products that can enhance more of what person's directives are in their overall health for themselves and their families. So thank you.
Yes, we'll do it. And I would love to come on again and start talking about how to really prepare our immune systems for times where, you know, it's labeled the cold and flu season, which is the most ridiculous thing ever. It really has to do more with it's the candy and sugar seasons that we just came into. You know, they're already putting all the candy on the shelves for Halloween, and then we've got Thanksgiving with more poison. It's more like the poison season came about, and now your immune system is done because there's candy and sugar and all of it. I know that's not your world, but it's so amazing because we have the best vitamin C on the market. That's actually real vitamin C. We have a product called ViraSure that goes in, and it's just the absolute best. I literally haven't had a real sickness for over 8 years. I've only had the bioweapon that they made. And so other than that, I haven't been sick for the whole entire time that I've been with Purium. So almost going on like 9 years, not even a cold, a sniffle, nothing. So I want to help people really build their immune systems from the inside out with real food and real like things that can build our immune system rather than like we can't inject health, you know. So we all know that, but some people deserve to know even more. So bless you all. Thank you so much. I bet we could talk
Make it a
about
great
that.
day.
Sorry.
I said, make it a great day.
You did a great day. Thank you. Have a beautiful day, friends.
Bye.